I'm filming today in an abandoned office in the building that I work at, and I thought that was pretty resourceful. But yeah, we're day number 10, and what I am taking today, I'm actually keeping it very, very simple today. I'm taking 2 prenatal vitamins. Why, you ask? Because prenatal vitamins are pretty amazing. They have a myriad of different vitamins. So long, I don't want to even read them all to you, but the one that stands out is vitamin K and vitamin A. There's also a variety of vitamin Bs, but vitamin K, that's not something that I'm going to go out of my way to buy separately, but it's a good vitamin to take while you're fasting. And I would not take prenatal vitamins if I wasn't fasting, but since I'm 10 days fasted, I think this is a good pick. And I'm also taking 2 of these, calcium, magnesium, zinc. And I noticed today it also says with vitamin D3. So that's great. And then for my oils of the day, I'm doing a stress relief oil, calming lavender oil, and then this next thing is super fancy. Vicks, my fave. My grandmother loved Vicks. I love Vicks. Last night, I slathered it all over my chest and the bottom of my feet, put on Vicks socks. I'm fighting off a little head cold, so I've also been doing the little neti pot with the saline. And then, of course, I am just putting a little bit of extra salt in my water. And I'm drinking hot chamomile tea today. No lemon, just a little stevia. So I actually do have a pretty amazing testimony, and I knew that the Lord was going to do something very, very special on day 10 because he told me so. And guess what? This whole entire time I've been praying for my eldest son to get a job that would meet his financial needs. Well, guess what? That happened. He got a job that the hours suit his school schedule. He's a student at Charis Bible College, by the way, in Woodland Park, Colorado, and pays him, I would say, a pretty handsome salary. And the icing on the cake, the cherry on the cake is he is actually going to be doing something that he's excited about. He's going to be an aide for elderly people who need some assistance in their home. He's really excited about that, and I can already I already know that he's going to be so good at that. He's a very caring person, and he likes to take care of people. I'm just so thankful to God. My prayer was answered, and it was answered in a big, big way. So yay, God. And I just had some words of knowledge or some insight that Holy Spirit gave me about 1 Samuel. It was verse 9 that we read. Or I didn't read it, I tried to tell you the story, but 1 Samuel verse 9, you know who I think the real hero of the story is? Out of Samuel and Saul and the father and the servant. I believe that the servant is the real hero, if you think about it, because Saul wanted to give up about halfway, and his servant encouraged him to keep going. And then after he was successful at doing that, he actually gave the last bit of money that he had to help Saul. And then after all of the fantastic things happen with Saul getting anointed and all that, I mean, he didn't even get to watch. He was sent up ahead. Also, a little bit before that, he wasn't even invited on top of the roof to have the conversation that Samuel had with Saul. And I'm pretty sure he didn't get a special piece of meat. And I know he wasn't at the head of the table. But yet, without the servant, the story wouldn't have continued. To me, that's real food for thought.
I know you made the air. I know you made the water. I know you made the earth. I know you made the fire.
I have maintained the same weight over the past 3 days. And then I remembered that I did get my period. Mystery solved. When you're menstruating, your body will tend to hang on to a little extra water. So today I'm dialing it down a little bit. I'm only taking one prenatal vitamin. I'm taking one of my mineral supplements. And with my oils, I'm continuing with the same 3 that I was using yesterday. Stress relief oil and the calming lavender oil and my Mr. Favorite, Mr. Vicks. Love him. This morning I anointed myself with some bee venom. It's like nature's little Botox. Today I would like to read for you one of the many things that the Bible has to say about fasting. I'm in Matthew 5, verse 16. It reads, "When you fast, do not look somber as the hypocrites do, for they disfigure their faces to show others they are fasting. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you fast, put oil on your head and wash your face, so that it will not be obvious to others that you are fasting, but only to your Father who is unseen. And your Father, who sees what you do in secret, will reward you." So I wanted to share that verse with you partially because I make these fasting videos. Truth be told, where I work in the daytime, nobody knows that I'm fasting. My immediate family knows that I'm fasting because obviously they know I'm not eating. A handful of people at church know that I'm fasting, and I do that for support and also accountability. And quite honestly, my extended family, who are mostly in Colorado, I don't think they pay my YouTube channel much mind or will look through a whole video on Facebook. So for the most part, what I'm doing is private between me and God. But when you're doing a long-term fast, you're going to have to include your immediate family. And it's probably a good idea to have a couple of really good friends supporting you along the way.
God of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, fill this space with only what you're made of.
It's Friday the 13th, but this is my 12th day. And what I'm taking today are 2 beef organ capsules and 2 turmeric and ginger capsules. And I'm taking 2 zincs. And I'll also be taking my mineral packet by Element. And the oils that I'm using today are a memory oil, but what is so wonderful about this oil, it has clary sage in it, which I love. It has lavender, rosemary, cypress, and clary sage, so this is one of my favorites. Stress relief, calming lavender, and then a little tiny bit of cinnamon oil. I know that the Lord is with me during this fast because, honestly speaking, I feel like it's getting easier and easier and easier.
Bless my feet and the ground that I stand on. Make me one of those that you breathe on.